All right, so I'm sick, but I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. The show must go on. And I just got done watching a movie called Rubber. And that movie was so goofy and unserious that I had to make a video about it and other movies just like it. Unserious and goofy. First off, Rubber is a movie about a killer tire named Robert. Yes, the tire's name is Robert. This movie left me with so many questions. It was almost uncomfortable. Why did the tire come to life in the first place? It doesn't answer it. Why is the tire killing all of these people? It doesn't answer. But what it does answer is how the tire kills people.
He has telepathic powers.
You mean psychokinetic?
I don't care about the right word.
I think the kid is right. Psychokinetic powers.
Excuse me, but do you have to comment everything aloud?
And the turning point for me in this movie was when the tire drunk water. Like, what are you doing, bro? You don't even have a mouth. Where is it going? So with Robert having telepathic powers.
You mean psychokinetic?
Shut your lame ass up, nigga.
Robert then tests out his Professor X abilities on a rabbit. And because of YouTube's guidelines now, just imagine this watermelon is the rabbit. Yep, that's pretty spooky. I wonder how Peter feels about that. And then there was one part in the movie where I had to rewind it just to get a double take. Because why is there a turkey in this man's hotel room? You silly goose. Oh, well, I guess you silly turkey. Plus, why is this guy's pants down? What was he doing to that turkey?
Help! Help!
There's a place and time to stuff turkeys, pal. Wait till November like the rest of us. And, not to mention, why does Robert need to take showers? I just have so many questions. What kind of soap does he use? Does the tread on his tires represent a butt crack? Why did this girl pour orange juice over her breakfast? Like, is she on to something, or did she just waste a perfectly good breakfast? Like, somebody let me know. Quick side note, it's the next day and I'm feeling a little better. My throat feeling a little better too. I've been sucking on and it's finally paying off. Nevertheless, let's finish up Rubber. Robert stumbles upon a garbage dump where a guy is burning a bunch of tires, and that makes Robert so mad that he goes on a killing spree for 3 straight days. I have no idea why Robert got so mad at that. I mean, it's not like he knew the tires in the first place. Those weren't his cousins or anything. But nevertheless, the police officers of this town finally step up and find where Robert is and finally puts an end to all of this. Until a couple of minutes later, and we see Robert got reincarnated as a tricycle. Not gonna lie, being reincarnated as a tricycle kinda sucks. Like, it's way better things to be reincarnated as. Another tire, a motorcycle, LeBron's basketball shorts. But anyways, this next movie y'all have probably never heard of. Pan Man. A man that wears a pan that kills people, pretty much. And this movie is probably the goofiest I have ever seen. When the movie first starts off, we see these 2 women walking down the street and one of them gets robbed. But in the midst of the robbery, Pan Man shows up and stops him. How does he stop him? Well, I'm glad you asked. He threw the pan like his name was William Knife Man, and the handle of the pan got lodged in his back. Like, I just don't understand. I have so many questions about what just happened, but none of it gets answered. After getting that lady's purse back, Pan Man then imagines them having a life together. And he saw that it didn't work out, so he channeled his inner Chris Brown. Next, Pan Man walks up on a couple while they're smoking some of that ganja man, bumba clock. Sorry, I am not Jamaican. But Jamaican me crazy. Pan Man then stops the lady from leaving and gives her a note that says, "Do you like me? Yes, no, or maybe."
No, nigga.
So Pan Man and the boyfriend get into a fight, and the boyfriend was all like, "You can't be stealing me woman like that, bro." And Pan Man just knocked his head off. So with her boyfriend left without a head, she ended up hitting a 4 flat, only for Pan Man to catch up with her and give her his number? Okay. But it doesn't stop there. Oh no. Shorty gives Pan Man the addy and he pulls up. Look at him. This nigga twirling his hands around. He about to go in there and cook her shit. You get it? Cause he's Pan Man and you cook shit on pans.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So with Pan Man and not so fine shit sitting at the dinner table, she asks him, can Pan Man take off his pan? And it's none other than Jeremy. Haha, third time's the charm, baby. Wait.
Jeremy.
Who the fuck is that guy? This
Jeremy.
fella has never been mentioned, nor has he been seen up until this point. So why is she saying his name like he's one of the OG characters? These next few parts in the movie is when shit gets really goofy, so buckle up, Buttercup. Not so fine shit gets caught by Pan Man while she's on the phone trying to get Pan Man arrested. And rightfully so, Pan Man has a valid crash out. Now Pan Man's in the kitchen looking for a weapon to moiter her with. I don't know why he just didn't get a pan, but okay. Pan Man finally catches up to her and nigga, is that a thing of aluminum foil? You know how those aluminum foil boxes have like those serrated edges that you can cut pieces of aluminum foil off with? That's what Pan Man killed her with. And with not so fine shit dead, a few people that know her had a funeral for her. And this funeral scene is where I physically threw my remote control at the TV.
Hope is a part of all of us. When I bake the cake, I put Hope's ashes in that cake.
The fuck did you just say?
You what?
Aside from eating cremated ass, we get a backstory on Pan Man. And apparently he used to be a professional cook, but then he got jumped JJK style. And at the end of the ass whooping, he got seasoned. I'll be damned if I start losing the fight and that motherfucker pull out some salt and pepper on me.
Listen, if a nigga knock me out and I wake up and they got them phones out, I'm gonna shoot the people with the phone.
Our next movie on the list is Cabin in the Woods. And I remember watching this movie for the first time over 10 years ago. And even back then, this movie to me was kind of strange. And watching it as an adult, my suspicions were confirmed. The main premise behind this movie is that a group of friends take a trip to a cabin in the woods. And ever since the friends made it to the cabin, they've been being watched the entire time by an organization simply called, well, the Organization. And their main objective in this situation is to just appease the Ancient Ones. And there are many organizations just like this one around the world. But let me backtrack a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back to when the kids first made it to the cabin. Now, off rip, the people that work in this organization are putting in overtime to make sure these kids' lives are fucked. Almost everything here is either designed to kill them or drug them. And not only can the organization control the environment, they have control over monsters, killers, psychos, and even Thor, the god of thunder. Crockett, you got me. Sorry. Yeah, that last part was a lie. He isn't Thor in this movie. And by far the goofiest part in this movie is when everyone died except for two people, and they managed to find the organization, go into their basement, and find where they keep all of their monsters, ghouls, and ghosts, all while not trying to be sacrificed so they can appease the Ancient Ones, because apparently they need the blood of a virgin. Lame. I'm joking. I'm just yanking your leg. Or is it pulling your leg? But anyways, our last movie on this list is Jack Frost 2. Now, I've always wanted to watch this movie since I was a kid because the first one came out in like 1996 or 1997. But when a friend of mine told me that they had Jack Frost 2 and it was worse than the first one, I had to skip over it and just watch 2 first. And the part of this movie that I would like to go over is the resort scene, because during this scene, we get to see just how good Jack Frost really looks. And when I say good, I mean bad. He looks like the Michelin Man. He looks like if you were to poke him, he would go... And then the snowball fight scene was just atrocious. From this guy with the abnormally large torso getting his arm blown off, then to him throwing icicles at people, and then I guess he got sick afterwards and threw up another snowball, and then jumped into the ground and splashed away, I guess. I don't know. All right, and now that we are basically at the end of this video, it is time for the honorable mentions. All right, that's it for today's video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.